watching the Hotel Show. This is episode number 3. So this week I have one story which is not maybe the story that people have highlighted last week. It is quite innovative, and I just think it was probably underrated and not covered enough by the trade press. Hotel 32, so it probably doesn't ring a bell. Hotel 32 is a hotel in Las Vegas who have come up with a very innovative way about how they can get new customers and also how to interact with different services in their hotel property. And the innovations come from giving away an iPod Touch. So you get on the iPod Touch all the application when you can book the restaurants, you can book a taxi, you can book a restaurant, different features that you can do yourself from your iPod Touch, without picking up the phone. Also, be able to view some of the things in Las Vegas and so on. As far as I understood, the iPod Touch is only reserved to VIP guests. But what I think interesting is, there's maybe a risk of having the customer to steal the iPod Touch after the stay. But I'm sure they've worked out this very fun, which is you have to put your credit card imprint, so in case you steal it, you will be debited for the iPod Touch. If you leave that aside, it just brings another element about why people would choose that hotels. I think this is such a sexy object to have. It actually could also benefit the hotel to be able to sell the product after the stay. So if you want to keep the iPod Touch, that's fine with us. This is a cost, and that's incremental revenue for the hotel, and also that brings a fantastic free marketing for Apple as well. So I really like to follow up with that story, maybe in 2 or 3 months' time with the hotel, to see what they have learned with that new selling a new thing in the hotel, and see if other hotels might follow suit, because I think it's really a new thing, be able to interact with services outside just picking up the phone. So let's check out maybe in 2 or 3 months' time. I have a few people, this last week, actually 2 people, asked me about how did I start in my blog, and they want to really share some stuff out there about what they do every week with their ventures, or starting to share their view and all that. So the first thing I do actually ask to the person is what exactly you want to target in terms of audience. Is that your current customers? Is that prospect? Is that a wide spectrum that include agencies, trade press, whoever? You need to really understand what you want trying to achieve by opening a blog, by getting first the audience you want to target. Then the second thing I will look at is, how often you will be able to post, to share an article on the blog. Do you want to have a blog that actually corresponds with your brand identity, with your website? So you need to take a blogging platform that can basically take all the HTML and you can put the banner which is coming up with the. So the second thing I would look at is how often would you blog about your activity. Is that once a week, once a month, and also is a blog an extension of your product offering, or is it just some social activity where the main thing is to get feedback from your audience? There's a lot of companies who use a blog just to really promote the product, and that's it. I think the whole point is to get feedback as well, and therefore you have to be very careful not to overly promote your product. I would probably leave 30% of your post just on your product and 70% talking about general topics in the industry. If you're a hotel, you might want to maybe talk about the difficulty of maintaining RevPAR, or you want to talk about the difficulty of reaching international travel agents. There's endless of topics you can cover that can gain interest from a wide audience. And the third thing I will definitely look at is also, does that matter if your blog doesn't respect your brand identity from your website? Meaning, if you use a free blogging platform such as Blogger or WordPress, you could be a bit limited in what you do if you use a free subscription. If you want to really replicate the same brand identity and own the HTML code and all that, you might opt for ipod paid subscription or the WordPress subscription, so you really can control all the template of your blog. So that's something to bear in mind as well. But then also it could include an additional cost, is to have a web designer to build that template for you. So that's the three things I would look at before you even start blogging. And please let me know if I'm wrong, if you have any other suggestions that I've forgot, but I think that's the three things you should look at. So thanks for watching the Hotel Show episode number 3, and I'll see you next week.